So I'm standing outside the Brasão Coliseu, probably again mispronounced. Quite a famous restaurant in Porto. They have a few of them like this. This place specialises in its own beer, sort of craft beers, and a traditional Portuguese sandwich called the Francesinha, which people who have been here would know about. So I'm going to try that today, but I'm going to try it with wine. So we've ended up in a place called Coliseu Brasa, which is probably a place with no football supporters. I've ordered a very traditional local dish called a Francesinha and some other stuff in case we don't like it. So this restaurant is actually quite famous for its beer. Richard's gone for a small beer. And in Portugal, they bring you little things to start with. You choose whether you have them or not, and you pay for them if you have them. Olives and caper berries, and some bread, and butter. I don't know if that's got meat in it or whether it's normal butter, but it tastes pretty good. So here's to a great day and hopefully a City win. Cheers. Cheers. So food has arrived. Without further ado, let me take you through it. We have a goat's cheese salad with a honey and lime dressing. Normally I wouldn't have that on my diet, but I'm not bothering with the diet whilst the football's on, so we'll splash it all over. And in front of Richard, we have a steak tartare with an egg on top, some sort of mayonnaise and croutons, which is slightly unusual. More salad, and something they like doing in Portugal is serving up chips, which are actually a cross between chips and crisps and a lot closer to crisps. But since they're not my thing anyway, I'm not really a Glasgow salad man, I don't mind. Okay. Yeah, I might get some of that. That is really nice, that is. Okay, so Ricardo's mixed up the medicine and he's telling me it's quite good. So time for the taxman to make a VAT inspection. Yes, as Richard just said, just a little bit of spice, a hint of spice, fresh, tasty and raw. With me, raw is always good. And of course capers and caper berries are an important part of any steak tartare. And that vinegary sharpness they add is another feature I like of steak tartare. Now for the salad. I've not had a salad with a sweet dressing for quite a long time, so let's see whether I actually like it. So I normally wouldn't have a whole piece of goat's cheese, but the perils of one-handed eating whilst vlogging has forced my hand a little here. Honey, lime, goat's cheese, good combination. And of course, so is this. A few walnuts, a few pine nuts, add that bit of crunch, which is always good in a salad. And of course, goat's cheese and honey is a well-known combination. It is good, very simple, but we're on a week of sin here. Something else I didn't notice at first was a sort of burnt caramelised sugar topping on top of the goat's cheese. Again, not something I normally have on my diet, but why not try it when we're at the match and not giving a hoot about what we eat and drink.
This is the full portion, okay? Your half is already coming. It's for that table over there.
Okay, alright. Now, we only ordered a half portion so we could try it. That was the full portion which came to us by accident, so the half portion's on its way. So our plate has finally arrived. This is the half portion. Now, a Francesinha is a local Porto dish. It is a hot sandwich in a beer and tomato sauce, and inside the sandwich we have sausage, beef, cheese and ham, and it's traditionally eaten with chips like those, and well, we kept the salad from the previous course because I'm not a big chip man, and it's actually something you take with beer rather than wine. I'm just being a snob and having wine with it. To be honest, I only ordered it because I wanted to try it here because this place is supposed to be famous for this dish. It's local, traditional, so we really can't leave Porto without trying it. So the waiter told me that we don't mix it up together. The egg is something that doesn't add to it, it's just something they have. And the potatoes we have with the sauce. Now, let me not do my party piece and spill this over my shirt. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's more something to have with a couple of pints, as I said, but it's not bad. So, what hidden goodies are there within? There we are, a bit of everything. Oh wow, and the cheese. Portuguese cheese, by the way, is very much underrated. So, time for the proof of the pudding. Not bad at all. Pretty meaty. In fact, very meaty, a very meaty and cheesy affair. It's not a gastronomic dish or anything, but it's good, honest local food. And plus, it's not something I have very often. In fact, this is my second ever Francesinha. It is something that's worth trying if you're out here. And I will add that the version served here is quite a bit better than the previous one I had. So I got a top up on the red wine. The waiter obviously saw I'd been taking a fitness test and had been passed as match fit, so he gave me a pretty generous top up, which I'm not going to turn my nose up at. Cheers. Okay, coffee time to finish off with, and those who watch my videos regularly will know that I always give a report on the coffee. This is no exception. Love the little piece of dark chocolate that they've given us with it. Let's see how it is. That's quite to my taste, a dark roast, which is my preferred style. Forgive me, Cardinal Mendoza, for I have sinned. Well, actually, I'm not going to have a brandy after this, so I'm going to double sin.